Hola, hola, buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches. Yo soy Roxana Río y para mí es un honor que me acompañes. Te agradezco estar en sintonía con tu presencia. Esta es tu casa y es momento de abrir las mentes y de unir espiritualidades. Quiero decirles que hoy es un día muy especial, es un programa muy especial porque tenemos una invitada muy especial que viene directamente de Inglaterra. Bueno, en este momento está en Inglaterra, pero va a venir a un evento que se realizará en Cancún. Entonces, para esta charla, como mi inglés no es muy fluido, me va a hacer el favor mi querida amiga Dolly, que ya todos ustedes conocen, de hacer la entrevista a Marion Bevington. Así que recibimos de una vez primero a Dolly. Hello, Dolly.
Hola, ¿cómo están todos? Hola.
Y ahora viene Marion Bevington. Hello.
Hi, Marion.
Hola a todos.
Bueno, pues yo, chicos, voy a estar por aquí y dejo a Dolly y a Marion para que ellas platiquen y charlen y yo voy a estar aquí pendiente. Hasta pronto.
Gracias. Hey, Marion. How are you? It's so nice to having you here today because I know a lot about you. I know you have a lot of years working for the spirit and for the human being and try to open minds and try to open hearts to get connected, everybody in one same heart, one same feeling, one same mind. And I'm very, very excited to be here today, to be with you. And I'm more excited that you're coming to America, that you're coming to Mexico, and you're coming to Cancun. And that is great for all. I'm Mexican, obviously. And for me, it's an honor to having you today here in Sintonía con tu presencia. So tell us, Dr. Marion, please, can you tell us a little bit about you? What is your background?
So my background is originally in my career and my education. I'm a mathematician and a computer scientist.
Wow. Nice. I love maths. It's great.
Me too. And so now I say that I used to program computers, but now I help to deprogram people.
That's great. Beautiful.
Perfect. It's the same things. We have patterns. Yeah, patterns of behavior, patterns of emotion. Inside the computer, it's patterns of ones and zeros, and this makes the program. So understanding the digital medium from my education and then leading me into a personal healing journey. So 20 years ago, I got a diagnosis. They gave me a diagnosis. They said autoimmune, thyroid problem, eye problem, health problem. I was really shocked because my health was reducing, but my life was good. My life was good and positive. So the work with technology, with electronics, in big business, in banking, in corporate industries, that was the problem. The energy of my work, I loved my job, but then the way they used my work was obviously in this corporate box.
Exactly.
So it was feeding my pocket, it was feeding my creativity, but there was no nourishment for me because I wasn't nourishing anybody else. It was all electronic and money and profit and corporate. So my body just said, no, wake up, stop this. I've got super intelligence of the universe available to me. I have a way of finding creativity. I have ways of being, a good communicator. And I need now to use those skills for people, for humanity, not for corporations. So that was where I switched. And so now my my toolkit or my precious bag of skills, my gems. My gemstones are things like yoga. I'm like a trauma-informed psychologist. I do energy psychology. I use kinesiology. I have all these kind of scientific names.
Of course.
But the work that I do is energy and emotion. It's about energy and emotion. So even though the original seed began with physical health, this is the final process. So we need to restore at a very different level. So restoring energy and restoring emotional balance, which is like the stress or the trauma in every cell of this physical body, that's an energetic thing that we need to work with on different dimensions. And then the physical is like the flower at the top.
It's true. It is true. Yes, completely agree. And I don't believe in casualities because it's exactly also what I do. So
Yes.
I can understand you perfectly, this language that you're talking about. And it's incredible that all over the world are people that we can connect, right?
Yeah.
In this small place that we live in, this planet is very little, really. Our planet is so small, and we're just brothers and sisters all over. And I'm super excited that you're coming over to teach a lot of people how to get reconnect and how to release all the emotional craziness that we have inside. It's super incredible. So are you going to be in Cancun? Are you going to have a workshop, or is going to be just a conference?
No, it's a workshop. It's a 3-day workshop. In my mind, the idea that I am expanding, the idea that I am unfolding, it's like a festival of joy, a festival of connection. I've invited local artisan people to come so that they can show how creativity is happening locally, and also to create an opportunity for people to make business, to do exchanges. We need to build a new community. We need to build
I agree with that. Yeah.
It doesn't have to go outside of what is sovereign to each individual. I don't want to have to go to the corporate world. I'd like to ask you or my friend or my connection through my spiritual family. I want to work with people from this community. Yeah. And I don't use the word tribe, because for me, the connotation of tribe is exclusive. And I don't want to live exclusively. I want to live inclusively, in sovereignty, and in communities that are aligned in the same line as this with me.
Totally agree. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So the event is going to be it's 4 days and for 3 nights.
Okay.
And it's on the beach just north of Cancun. It's in Puerto Juarez.
Wow.
And, it's just gorgeous. You can see Isla Mujeres is directly in front of you.
Wow. It's pretty.
Lovely. And the property is like different pieces. It's not just a block of concrete, And so it's just an interesting location. I've not actually yet visited the location. I've only seen video. So I'm so excited to actually arrive in person, in body, in the location.
You haven't been in Cancun yet? Never in your life? Okay.
Yes. I actually lived in Puerto Aventuras.
Okay. Wow. Really? That's cool.
I lived there for 2 years, actually. And then I lived in Belize also for a few years. This was almost 20 years ago. Yeah, but I'm living in that area. And actually one of my best friends, like my soul brother from this time, he lived in Isla Mujeres. He also lived in Puerto Aventuras. He built islands from plastic bottles. And he lived
my gosh, how cool.
My best friend. And so many people in Cancun know him. So many people in Tulum know him because he's like a pop star,
That's cool.
He's in Brazil right now, but he built islands from plastic bottles. The last one was 4 or 5 years it survived.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. That's incredible.
This is my personal connection to the
Okay.
to where you are, to the Costa Maya. This is my friend Rishi. His name is Rishi. This is how I got to know the territory.
Okay, that's super cool, and yeah, you're gonna be in a Maya, the one of the biggest cultures in the planet, and the energy is so gorgeous, and it's just perfect to make a workshop over there, and this incredible. And I was reading also that you were sometime far away in India, right? You were in India and you lived in India. I don't know how long you were there, but I was 2 years. And you learn a lot of things there, right?
Very much, very much. I went to study yoga, and I wanted to do. When I started to investigate how to become a yoga teacher, the first class when I knew this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do was in Puerto Aventuras.
Oh, come on, really? That's incredible.
In the Omni Hotel, which is like on the beach, and the water is near the window, just like paradise. And
wow, how beautiful.
Group. I was helping my friend. We had a group, and I said, let's do some yoga together. So we did it twice, and the second time, I'm just, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So then I moved to India, and I was 2 years in India. And I worked in the school, the yoga school that I attended. The program was for 7 months, but it took me 18 months to complete because of my computer skills. They went, right, they put me in the office, and they said to me, your practice is very good, your knowledge is very good. We can just give you the certificate. No, I was like, no, I want to make the essay.
Okay.
I want to do the class. I want to produce the work to get my certificate. So it took almost 18 months to do my 7-month certificate.
That was great. That's great.
It was fantastic.
It's great. It's great. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. I bet you that you have a bunch of stories to tell everybody, right?
Oh, yes.
And India is not an easy place to live, no? It's not. But the people is so just beautiful.
Yes. It's very difficult to see when you see like the palace and then the ladies asleep on the pavement with the baby that night.
I know. Yeah.
That's
it's
really
incredible. Cool. Yeah. I know. It's hard. So you've been working with people since which year? How long you been doing all this?
So the yoga teaching I started in Puerto Aventuras was 2005 when I got the yes. So it was 2005. This is it. So I went to do my yoga studies 2006.
Okay.
And then since then, my health got worse. I think, I'm doing yoga. I'm thinking, yes, my health is going to everything's getting better.
It was worse.
Exactly. Now what I understand, it took me so long to remove the program.
I know. It's crazy. It is true.
You know, like the butterfly, isn't it? Trying to escape from that bloody. And my health got bad, and it was awful. But because my health went down, I knew I had to find more. Yoga was not enough at the time. So then I got interested in energy and energy psychology, and also combining that with some of the tantra and the chakras and the prana, the energy body from the Indian yoga tradition, bringing it back into Western psychology, but also with the acupuncture system. So again, looking at the energy of the body through the acupuncture meridian system. So I do, tapping, EFT.
Tapping, yeah, sure.
This was another introduction to, and I learned about tapping in India from my yoga teacher. and so all of these processes were all aimed at energetic and emotional alignment. And it took me a few years to actually, this is the combination.
The connection.
Exactly, to this connection of energies and emotions.
Exactly.
And then in the last 4 years, I've really focused on trauma and gone very deeply into the theories and the practice behind individual trauma, past life trauma, community trauma, globe. Now we're in this huge global trauma. So these multi-dimensional trauma ideas and how we can rebalance and repair. And then once we've rebalanced and repaired, how do we allow the ascension? How do we create the space and the inspiration for the necessary ascension? Because that butterfly, that fight, I'm still fighting. My wings still haven't quite got their full amount of energy yet, because every day I'm learning. This person's making me angry. I blame. Blame. Brilliant. Okay, bring it to me. Why do I feel angry? What is this mirror showing? So really, it's taken many years to create this knowing that's quick now. This is a mirror. If I blame it, it's just a mirror. It's not a blame. It's not to be blamed. It's to be blessed. Thank you for this mirror. So that's taken a long time and still is my journey.
That's great. Yeah. We all teachers and we are all alumni. So we learn from everybody what we don't like about us or what do we like about us. So we need to be very alert. We need to really open our eyes and our heart to understand every feeling that we have when we have something is not very comfortable. We need to go from there. Exactly. And that is great. Hi, Marion. It's super nice to having you. And what do you want to tell us? What do you like to invite the people to come over and see you and do the workshop and tell us something?
I will. So again, it's all at the moment. It's like a really cool movie in my imagination, and I know the reality is even cooler. It always is, yeah. Because the experience that we've created is all around how to embody, how to bring into the body. We've got this amazing wisdom. There's amazing information everywhere, amazing information. And some brilliant teachers have amazing information available. But when you see their life, it's not amazing. They're not living what they teach. And this is not about fault. It's not about blame. I have the same happening in some aspects of my life. But how can we celebrate what we do embody? How can we learn to love the embodiment that we already have? What is already incorporated into me that I can celebrate? Because in celebration, it's easy to absorb and bring in more. Whereas if we go, I'm not so good, I didn't do my 6 a.m. practice every day, or we have all these inner ideals and then we disappoint ourselves. This doesn't help. It doesn't help. So the 4 days, it's about celebrating who I am, who you are. So we use yoga, we will use meditation, we will use some really powerful breathing practice. And I want to teach people, it's a type of kinesiology. So if kinesiology is about movement and how can we be aligned with what is a true movement that's, towards truth, and how can we be clear and discern when a movement is away from the truth, but because for the best reason. So with good information, moving away because of good information, not because of a problem. So it's all about how to really connect into the field of me and learn from my own higher self what's the best decision. When I have to make a choice, when I have to make a decision, how can I make that be easy and graceful, full of grace, and the most correct for me and everybody around me right now? This is what kinesiology has given me, and I share it with all my clients, with all my friends, with my family. how do we know this? How do we find the divinity in the truth of our next decision?
So you are working with the connection. You are helping people to get connect.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. So we just use the whole body as like a pendulum. Yeah, you've got this is your pendulum. So using the body, and you tell the body either a command and the body will say, yes, I want to do this. Or there's another way to ask questions and the body can help with answers. The command structure is much better because a command is like, it's concrete, it's digital. It's yes
or not.
Yeah. So commanding is much easier. But we always want to ask the body, is this right? No. We tell the body, this is right. And the body will go, no.
No. It's not what you think, it's what you are.
So how can I hear the no? How can I feel the no? How can I taste the no? How can I smell the no? Because sometimes it's very quiet. Sometimes it's so quiet. And we get all excited. Yes, it's exciting. It's exciting. And there's this quiet.
It's very quiet.
There's something better here. So it's really tuning into it's powerful, but it's quiet, especially if there's excitement. When we're excited, it might not even be for a good reason, but excitement is so loud and it will take our energy. It will take our attention. And mostly we love it. We don't like feeling weird, but we love feeling excited. And actually, they're both problems because they both connect into a mental field, which is not listening to the heart.
That's true.
So kinesiology for me is how do I find what my heart says yes and no to? And just my head can just do its own thing.
Actually, you help people to connect with your innate, right? With the innate.
Exactly, the innate wisdom that's programmed into. This is where the program.
Exactly, it's a program.
There is an innate wisdom programmed into every cell of me, every atom of space around me. Everything is full of this wisdom, this innate wisdom.
Totally.
Yeah,
but you are not going to prepare the people some way to clean the thoughts, the emotions, so they can get connected. So is anybody can you do it, or you're going to teach them how to clean first, right?
The cleaning will happen as a part of the process. So the first stages of the process are the cleansing and opening. It's a ceremony. It's a personal ceremony.
That's great.
So there's a formal opening of the ceremony for yourself. And what I'm also interested in, Dolly, is not if we try to clean, we may miss important information. So actually, being clean is the result, not the initial
contact
movement. But it's definitely a big part of the process because it is in my highest good. It is in the highest good of all. I have permission to do this. Or this is it's a ceremonial process to really open a clear path. So it's the path that needs to be clear. I can bring all my nonsense, all my rubbish. I have a part of my teaching which is I'm going to use the word shit because it's like
it is. I use caca. It's the same thing. I use caca. You use shit. We talk the same thing.
the most fragrant rose, they still use the smelliest shit.
It's true. It is true. I agree 100% with you. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Clean is it's not what people's imagination usually creates. I don't mean clean like your beautiful white top is clean. Yeah. But hey, if you had beautiful strawberries, you wouldn't mind a little red. Oh, it's just some strawberry. It was delicious.
So what do you think about the integration between darkness and light?
I think it's so important to learn to love through both, because loving through creates the space around both dark and light. And if there were no darkness, there'd be no reason for light. Yeah.
Completely.
It's like for me, the darkness is precious because it is darkness is the space light expands into. So if we want to expand light, we need
The
dark.
darkness.
We need it. Otherwise, it will never expand.
That's where the love is.
Exactly. And this is why the love comes through, because it's like a torus field. Yes, that dynamic energy of the torus field. To me, the love is like the outer field movement. And what we say is what's good or what's bad or what's light or what's dark. This lives inside this torus field, but the field is paired with love. Love is the field. Yeah.
I agree 100% with you. It's great. Yeah, I love this because when is the truth, when the information comes so clean, and when you just can. Is two ways conversation talking exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
And I love that type of conversation because it's just confirm and confirm and confirm and confirm, and then you understand that everything is everything, and we are everybody, and everybody's me.
Yeah.
And we need to be connected, and we need to help each other. Absolutely. More than anything, right?
This is a lovely example of one of the practices that I do, actually. And I'm sure it'll happen over the 4 days at some point. But to do just a relaxation, and it'll be on the beach, I'm just lying on the sand. But the relaxation is to feel the boundary of the body and recognize this boundary is my connection to everything.
Completely agree. It's incredible.
So it's what separates me. My skin does not separate me. My skin is how I feel the world, how I connect to the world. So exactly. Our boundaries, people always, again, the imagination creates this impression of a boundary is a separator. But it's not, it's a connector.
It's expanded. It's expanded.
Separator is a connector is a separator. It's all connection, isn't it? So yeah, I am you, I am this computer, I am this wall, anything I can experience, I must be it, because I connect to it. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. What do you expect from Mexico? Do you have any expectation for the people? Do you really feel in your heart the Mexican people, or the people that is going to be in the workshop is ready for this?
Yes, I know the Mexican people are ready for this. I lived there. Especially in the Mayan area where I lived, I knew so many different Mayan families. I became friends with. I spent time over the road, and if you're on the highway, you'll know what I mean.
Yeah.
Spend time on the other side of the highway very often. And it's just so beautiful because what we see is this innocence.
Yeah.
But it's not innocence with stupidity.
No.
Innocence without the stupid program. It's not there.
With no judgment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's almost like they're so innocent, they don't know enough to even judge.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I love
it's
it.
not fear. It's not fear.
No. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
It is.
And in Belize as well, it was because I could see, because in Belize they say it's English speaking. It's not. It's Spanglish.
Yeah, it's Spanglish. It's true. It is true.
So to understand it from in an English speaking country and then be living in Mexico with the Spanish speaking countries, and in both places I had Mayan community friends. So just being around that energy, this is their territory. They don't even understand what it would be to separate from territory. So they've got there's no wounding, there's no shit there in that way. It's so pure and it's so clean, this connection that they've got, because it's gone without any there's no muck in there, there's no dirt in there, there's no education, there's no programming in the way.
It's not trash in the head. It's not so much confusion, right?
Exactly.
It got much more clean.
Too much Coca-Cola.
Too much Coca-Cola. Oof.
Is one complaint. But really, it's.
I know it is really.
Yeah, sugar's a big tool, isn't it, for this? Keep us addicted, keep us inside the
completely.
small. Give them sugar. So I appreciate that. But on so many other levels, the people that I lived with in Mexico, the Mayan communities that I was so proud and honored to get to know. Beautiful people. And wow, what a history. Oh my, just the temples, the pyramids, just incredible. I had a friend of mine, her father is an archaeologist, and he was a Mayan archaeologist. He's an American guy, Willie, his name is, and he just was fascinating. So when I first went, I met Julia, her name was. I met Julia, and she took me to meet her dad, and they were doing a dig at, I think it was at Ekbalang. Wow. I think they'd found new places to excavate, and so we got to go in, and they hadn't finished the
Wow, nice. Oh my gosh, that's my dream. I always want to be an archaeologist. Always.
I couldn't stop crying. It was just, it was the cry that happens when you go, thank God, it's here. Or that release. I just couldn't when we were going underneath some of the stones. Just this
beautiful, nice, beautiful,
so beautiful, yeah.
And most, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that you know this, but UK is the mother and Mexico is the father. So that your energy come to Mexico, that is very pretty. That is very beautiful, and that's why you are so attached to Mexico too, because Mexico is attached to UK because we're part of it. The energy is coming positive and negative that way, and now that's why you can feel it. So. And United States is the voice, so here I am. I live in United States, so I am the voice between them.
Yes, is where you are now? You're in the States,
in
right
Texas.
now?
In Texas,
oh, wow.
I live in Texas.
It's incredible, isn't it? You have no idea where people are. You could be next door.
Yeah. Exactly. I love the internet because we can be so close to everybody, and now we can expose so much. We can really take me years and years to get out of the closet that I said, the cosmic closet, take me forever. But it's part of the job that we need to do, and part of our work and what we decide to do before we come over.
Masculine, the structures that we now have that are amazing, but very formal and very fixed.
Structured.
So obviously very masculine in that aspect.
It is.
And this is how it was possible to build the internet. But now that the structure is in place, now we have the feminine communication, energy, we've got the feminine process that needed the structure to contain the feminine. So it's like, even, from my technical background, I created this sort of, from a masculine perspective for the first half of my life, it was about creativity in this formal, structured way. And now I know the structure so well that I don't even have to consider it anymore. And now I can play and I can flow. And it means that I can make spaces and I can create connections, and I can find ways where it's like the structure will facilitate me, and the structure will actually adapt itself because of the connection that I have with it. So now I've got this beautiful, flowing, communicating, connecting way of using this, what I used to see as this hard old man structure, now is just, it's benefiting the feminine so amazingly.
And you know what? Not just that. To me, I'm not feminist at all. But
I'm not feminist.
but the woman, we are now recover our masculine side.
Yes.
And be more in order, and the man is recover the feminine side. That's why we have, it's not a fight between women and men. It's not, that doesn't exist. It's more like equally and more balanced and more even for to be, the woman, we have so much things that the men doesn't have, and we need to recognize that physically, mentally, and emotionally. And the men does too. So we're part together. We're not like I am better than you and the man is better than the woman. No. I refuse with all these people that wants to be like men or men wants to be like woman. Hey, no, let's work together. Let's be partners. Let's be complement and don't try to be who you are not. Right?
Exactly. Anytime we think we have to try to be.
No.
You know, I mean, in the Spanish language, I'm sure we use the same words, don't we? I'm trying to be something, or I'm going to be something, or I want to be something. I need to recognize, oh, no, I am not.
No.
What am I? Tell me, you know, what I am, and now recognize I am. Bring my characteristics, bring my gifts. So this
you
is
are
again,
a human being.
Yeah, I'm unique.
That's it.
There's nobody like, even I don't know what I'm like, because every moment is different. Sometimes things come out of here and I think, oh, and sometimes I think, yes, I want to write it on every wall.
Exactly. Be free. I always believe that doesn't matter what, be you. Be free. Be who you are. Forget what other people think about you. That doesn't give you any good. If you are okay with you, if you are fine with you, if you're happy with who you are, but really who you are, not what you pretend to be, just who you are, be free and just have fun in life, right? Just laugh, have fun.
If you just allow the emotion that's here to be expressed. There's a beautiful quote that we use, and because the business that I own is called Find Your Why. Encuentra tu porqué. I've got a book here, but I can't. Anyway.
Yes, you have different books. Yes, show us what you have there.
I thought I put it at the side here. No, that's not my book. Right, hang on. Let me just, I can see one from here.
Sure.
The other side of the room. So, there's the Spanish one. So yeah, let me talk a little about the books. So let me finish the story though about this great quote that we have. So we say, you can be the juiciest, the ripest, la más rica peach in the bowl. And some people don't like peaches.
Oh, come on. I can believe that. I love peaches.
I don't like their skin on a peach.
Yeah, the texture of the skin. So but just peel it out.
Yeah, when I first heard this quote, I can be juicy and ripe. Some people won't like me. Good. I'm going to be juicy and ripe. I'm going to be juicy and ripe. I'm a peach. Even if I don't like the skin.
Exactly.
I say to the peach, I don't like your skin. The peach says, no me importa.
No me importa. It's okay. I'm still a peach.
So this is one of my books.
Wow, look at
Encuentra tu porqué. This is the Spanish one.
Okay.
We had it translated into Spanish.
Okay, nice.
A beautiful introduction into understanding why are you here on this planet? Why? ¿Por qué? Estás aquí en este planeta.
Find who you are and why you are here.
Exactly. But the underlying question, the first question is, why are you in the life situation you're in right now? So why do you have the blessings and the problems? Why do you have the light and the dark? So what's present in your life right now? So why is your life like this right now? And then the second piece is, and why are you on this planet? because are those two stories close to each other or not? And how can we bring this together?
That's
so
great.
This is
great.
The theme of this book, and it's got exercises and quizzes and
That's nice.
got lots of pictures, and we've got a page with there's loads of little pictures and things in there, and it's written really in a conversation style because it's deep information, it's profound wisdom that we're sharing, but it's just for a normal conversation. Because just because information is profound and is deep, it doesn't have to be difficult.
No, totally. Yeah, no.
Difficult to talk about. You don't want to get stuck on, one word in a book because you don't know what the word means.
Exactly.
So you just put the book down.
Exactly.
So this is one of my books. And then my very first book is called Companies Can Do Yoga.
Wow, nice. That's cool. That is great.
Yeah. So this was my first attempt to create a corporate role with yoga.
Okay.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Did it work?
But I've got a beautiful book, and actually the book is amazing. I'm really proud of it.
I'm pretty sure that it
is. It really brings to life the teachings from India, the way that I understood my Indian yoga teaching. So it's not about exercises, it's wisdom, it's quizzes, again, it's ways of understanding. And now I know it's not just about company. This is about how to, when you say, if you love your work, you'll never work another day in your life. Yeah. So how can you love your work so much that it becomes your yoga practice?
That's very, very interesting. It's super nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
And my school is Raja Yoga. So Raja Yoga is the yoga of kings. So it's very about the mind, the psychology, and also the studies of the ancient yogic book called the Yoga Sutras. Which is like the yoga Bible almost. So, that was I studied. I love that piece. So I studied that really deeply. So a lot of the information in here is from the Yoga Sutras as well. My understanding of that as well. It's just
that's super nice. And didn't conflict with your science mind with the holistic mind? You didn't have any problem to put it together? Yes, I'm pretty sure. No,
in India. Oh my God, it was like a fight. It was like a fight. Yeah, because I remember the real hook that I was stuck on. Yeah, it was, I have 4 brothers, and we have a very childhood was very, very traumatized. There was alcoholism, there was violence, it was very traumatic. And so we all have our difficult life journeys, my 4 brothers and me. And while I was in India, as the sister, I was the caretaker. I took care. I was like a mother to my brothers, really. And so I wanted to see their behavior to validate me.
Okay.
So I did not exist until they behaved. And when they behaved, my existence was directly related to the type of behavior of them.
Of course.
And it took me months, Molly, months even to make a little space in that must. They must be good. They must do this. They just to go, maybe.
Yeah.
Can we put a little maybe in there? Oh, it took so long.
I know.
No, this is how it should be. So it was a very big battle.
Much more because the society, the family, the religion, everything is taking responsibility. This is a responsibility. You are responsible. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah. It's okay to be free too, because the responsibility in 90% of our surround us is about behave with others. be good because others.
Yeah.
Do this for others, right? And
yeah.
what about me? I want to be responsible just to go and dance, and if the people doesn't like it, it's not my problem, right? I mean, really, we just
if the people don't like it, they don't like peaches. That's all right.
Exactly. Exactly. It is true, and it's going over and over. And that is the big problem that we have, the humans, that we live through others.
Yeah.
We don't live because through us. So everything that we learn is from outside to inside, and we have no idea that everything belongs to us here.
Yeah.
And everything that we see is because it's in here.
Exactly.
So,
if we don't hold it inside, we can't see.
Exactly.
We only see what we know in here. Our eyes are not able to see what's not in here.
Exactly. Totally.
Yeah.
And people is still worry to be right people in the eyes of others.
Yes.
And they forget what is good for you, what you need, from you, and you always the last one. First are everybody's before me, and I need to help everybody, and the last ones are themselves, and then they start complaining, why me? Why nobody love me? Why nobody cares? Because you don't love yourself and you don't care about you.
Absolutely.
Right?
I recognize now that when I was younger and I had intimate relationships, I was very attracted to very wounded men. So, they would be like the little bird with the broken wing, and I would fix them up and fix their wings and they could fly. And I know now I was trying to teach them how to treat me. It never worked. They didn't learn. They took the love and they took the care, and then they took some more, and then they took some more, and then they took some more. And I'm going, what about me? But I was busy giving. They didn't know. There was no space for me either. I was busy giving. And so now I see so clearly, and I recognize, wow, I was an amazing girlfriend on one level, but I was an absolute, for myself, horrible. Giving.
I know. And it's okay to give. I love to give, but when I'm full. Right?
It's balance. Exactly. It's exactly. There's that beautiful Buddhist story, isn't there, about the tea ceremony. And an amazing university professor comes to see one of the Zen masters. And the Zen master said, let's take tea. So he places the cups. And this university professor, oh, yes, I'm professor of this university. And oh, yes, I've studied this subject, and spent like half an hour just giving himself accolades, giving himself knowledge, his wisdom, is showing everything he has. And so the master said, it's time for tea. And when he poured the tea, he filled the cup and he continued pouring, and the tea went down and it went on. The professor said, what are you doing? What are you doing? The cup is full. And the master said, this cup is like you. It's so full. Why have you come here? There's no room in you to receive anything.
Wow.
It's an amazing story.
Total.
Amazing story. So
it
yes,
is true.
It's like, I need to have, my cup needs to be a good enough cup that it can receive. And I don't start giving until I've received enough that I can share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you don't have a space for nothing new to come over.
Exactly, which is the teacup thing. And professor,
you're so full. How are you going to put any more if it's so full?
Isn't that a great story?
It's beautiful. I really like it. And it's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
So all these secrets are you're gonna teach the people in the workshop.
Absolutely. And it's so much fun, even when we confront dark emotion or grief or trauma or shock or horror, whatever the darkness,
Everything.
you still,
Of course.
everything is, in India, we call it rasa. It's like Rita. Everything has rasa. It's essence. It's juiciness. So a peach has its juiciness. But hey, some caca has juiciness.
Wow.
A mosquito bite has juiciness.
Okay.
A mosquito has juiciness.
Juiciness. That's pretty.
Rasa, yeah. So everything has the essence of beauty of the universe because it's present here now.
Exactly.
Everything. So how can we find the rasa? Because then life is a celebration. Grief is a celebration. Horror is a celebration.
Everything.
Joy is a celebration.
Of course, I agree completely with that. Because if you don't know your most deep darkness and you really embrace it, how are you going to recognize where the light is? The light is the manifestation and the creation is in darkness. If people understand that.
Outside, yeah. And life will keep bringing it. We'll bring it again. We'll bring it again.
Till you understand what you need to embrace, right?
Please, wake up.
I know. And we keep on refusing. No, I don't want you. I don't want you. Yes, you need
Blame.
Marion, are you going to be just in Cancun this time, or are you going to? Where are you going?
We plan to do a tour, so it's very last minute because of all the travel issues and so many things happening. So we needed to make a plan. So we've got ideas to travel in Mexico and do some more with especially now because we have the book, the Encuentra tu Porqué. So we can use this as our kind of the link to connect. Veracruz has been mentioned, Merida. Where else? Oaxaca,
Puebla.
We could do Puebla. I'm sure we could.
Puebla is just between Veracruz and Oaxaca, and it's the third state in the Mexico.
Wow. I've even got friends, very old friends who live up in Zacatecas, but that's a bit far.
Okay, it's a little bit far. But if you come down, Puebla is your pass by.
So
and what else? Oaxaca.
So Sue, my friend Sue, who introduced us, Gabriela, she got promoted today. She's been calling me her boss. I said, I'm not your boss. I'm your business partner. Please. I don't like to be called somebody's boss. I'm my boss. I'm nobody else's boss.
Exactly.
I'm your business partner. So she's been great because she is like she's creating events for me. She's making sure that accommodation, the food,
that's great.
The furnishings, the instruments, the location. She's taking care of all of that. Amazing woman. So yeah, she's getting ideas at the moment. Oh, we could do this, and we've got 6 months. I'm in Mexico till February.
Oh wow, that's cool. And but do you have any contact or where the people can find you, or how they can find about all these workshops and get in subscribe, or what they need to do? Do you have any information about it?
We do. There is there's a website link. Can we put the website link somewhere around?
Sure.
Yeah,
we will.
And that will take people to the page that shows what the first event will be like.
Okay, that will be great.
Yeah. So it's got all my contact details. It's got some videos. I did a TED talk. I did a TEDx talk 2 years ago. So the video of my TED talk is on there as well.
Oh, and TikTok is cool. Yeah.
Florida, and now I'm flaca. It's like, incredible changing Marion.
It's cool. You're so beautiful person, Marion. Really, you are so great, and you don't know how happy I am just to have the opportunity to help you or help Roxanne today, and it's incredible. So in Cancun, you're ready at the first day that you're going to be in Mexico. The first workshop is going to be in Cancun, right?
It's in Cancun.
That is going to be the first one.
The first one.
Which
and it's
day?
The equinox and the full moon happen during the event.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So it's the 21st, 22nd, 23, 24 of September.
September. Okay.
Yeah. And
What
we
do you
have
want
availability. People can sleep there if they want to. We've got beautiful
Okay.
accommodation. It's right on the beach, or people can just come and take part in the classes. But I've got a really, really amazing thing happened. Let me tell you about this, Dolly. So one of the people who I love on YouTube, his name is Santos Bonacci. He's a bit bonkers. He's a bit bonkers, as we say in England. Lucky.
Okay.
Amazing man. And I found out he's living in Puerto Morelos.
Okay.
And I got so excited. So I got Gabriella, go and find him. So she found him.
Okay.
And he is actually going to come and do like a special teaching for 3 of the days. Just a couple of hours. His teachings are amazing. He understands astrology, astronomy.
Wow.
The school, he's building a school or creating a school called the Syncretism Society. And syncretism is about the unity of what we've now been educated is diverse. So things like religions and theology and philosophies. There's a unity behind all of these. That's what syncretism is about.
That's very, very interesting.
So I'm just so excited because I'm like his big fan. He's a pop star. He's a YouTube star to me, you know? And I'm like, he's going to come and do my event. I got so excited when I found out, when he said yes. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm marrying him or something. Oh.
That's super cool. So he's going to be teaching some things inside of the workshop that you're going to give.
And he's an amazing guitar player, like classical guitar. Oh, amazing. So in the evenings, we'll have ceremony on the beach. We'll have fire on the beach. There's some shamanic processes possible as well, because we've got a really big shaman community that I know in the area. So I'm not sure yet which shaman are going to show up, but I know there's definitely one, possibly 2. So there's so many things that we want to celebrate. So every evening is a beach ceremony. There will be a fire, there will be music, there will be dancing, there will be singing, and there will be other processes and ceremonies taking place as well. Different journeys, different...
it's super cool. And all the prices and all the condition, everything is going to be in that.
Yeah, it's all on the page that we'll link to.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the... Now, in this moment, we have all the dates that are going to be and where it's going to be, but all the information is going to be in the same under this interview. And the people, please come over.
Page, isn't it? You can't. There's no point me trying to tell you the web page.
Just the page is the same thing. The people, we figure out how we get in touch with you and with the person that is representing you. And I hope a lot of people come over, because this is going to be a great experience. Come over and meet Marion. That is incredible, Dr. Marion. I'm super, super, super happy to having you with us today. And please come back.
I will. I'll be there in 2 weeks. I'll be there.
Yeah. That will be great. Thank you, Marion, for everything. Thank you for your time and your sweetness.
It's a pleasure. My pleasure. My honor. Thank you.
I honor you too, and having you in my heart now.
Nice.
Thank you.
También.